Alright, we are back with Crypto Challenge number 3 here. Started 29th of May. You can see the transactions on screen right now. So far, just been buying Solana for a total of 600 euro. That's what's been put into the account. And the account itself is standing at 758 euros right now. Alright, so a small gain, but nowhere near where it needs to be in order for me to be able to buy my dad a Sauna with the crypto gains. So far it's a lot just by my own machine putting in the paycheck. And it could really use, a quick 5x to get to the target. And I talked a bit about Solana in the last video. It's the one that I've been buying, and I've been buying it simply because from a supply and demand perspective, I think that there's a lot of potential upside from, for example, crypto indexes now in the future and treasury companies as well. So we have had meme coin trading historically from Solana, but now if we look at indexes and the way that they are balanced, for example, if we take a look at Coinbase 5, which is an unweighted index, it will invest 80% into Bitcoin. So if you're buying that index, you're getting mostly Bitcoin, and the demand side is mostly going to push up Bitcoin. What has that to do with Solana, Andreas? Well, if we take a look at most of the indexes that I've researched, we can see that they are unweighted and that they will have Bitcoin capped at 30%. So if that's the case, and a lot of institutional products that they will sell to investors, if Wall Street can sell it, they're gonna make it, trust me. Well, then that means that future demand for Solana might be greater than it is today. And if people are not selling and having it staked, well, then price is likely to go up. So that's the reasoning behind the gambling. It would be fun to have a little crypto story to look back at once this bubble is over, to be like, yeah, I traded some of that and it got me to a sauna. You enjoying that beer in that heat, yeah? Well, Solana paid for that one. It's Sol, baby. Anyways, been doing some staking too in this challenge, and very disappointed by the result so far, to say the least. Did some quick math, so we can take a look at the total amount earned from staking. We can see that it's 0.34 something, as you can see by the magic of editing from our German superstar here. So that's the amount earned from having Solana staked so far, all this time, all this period. Is that good or bad? Well, at current moment, Solana is roughly 200 euro. It's a little bit over 203, 304, something like this, for each coin. So if I take and do some quick calculation, I'm gonna show it on screen now, just using 200 for Solana and then times roughly the amount that I've earned from staking. Well, we can see 6.8, and each transaction fee buying Solana is 1.98, so roughly 2 euro. So we're talking 8 euro in trading fees. So basically, having staked, you can see in the end of May, then some more instantly staking as well. So having staked for months, it hasn't even covered the trading fee yet. I guess that it is what it is, you know. It's not a magic money machine like some people online tend to hype it up to be. There's a lot of fees. It's expensive to trade. In terms of volatility, yes, it's been very volatile during this period. Last episode I was down on it, and then now in September up roughly 150 euro in total, and this was from having 400 euro invested earlier and now just putting in 200 more. So a very, very volatile asset indeed. Not volatile enough though so far. Gonna need to see bigger swings, potential for larger gains if we are going to get to that sauna. The cost of a sauna is gonna be a little bit more than 4,000 euros. So a quick 4 or 5x depending on how the inflation has been in construction product and the cost of labor to make that sauna. Well, man, crypto, be more volatile. Do some stuff. Come on, Elon, tweet. Or however the crypto community talks, you know, and hypes. It's a bit fun, you know. It's a fun challenge. As for the future, just gonna wait and hold now. Hopefully soon the staked amount has earned enough to cover the trading fee. And if I wait, then perhaps we're gonna get closer to the goal. We have some catalysts in the future. We have the treasury companies. We have the indexes that I talked about, Solana being one of the larger cryptos together with, for example, Ethereum and XRP, could potentially benefit from the indexing of crypto. We've seen one company, Gray something, made a proposal to the SEC, but it was delayed, and you know, I think they want to make it more standardized for the way that they approve indexes, but man, who even knows? It's very difficult to make an index for crypto. In terms of stocks, you have to have certain parameters in place. For example, I'm doing some research now on the S&P 600 small cap, because a large investment of mine in Porsche Group is likely to perhaps be added to that in the future. And for that you need to have profitability for 4 quarters, you need to have a certain amount of float out there in terms of publicly traded stock so that there's enough liquidity, and some other criteria. What's going to be the criteria for crypto? Is it so that a certain amount can't be staked, there needs to be enough liquidity, enough float, there needs to be a certain amount of volatility? Who even knows? It's still too early days and there's no cut and clear way of doing it. It's a bit like the Wild Wild West. Quite interesting to take a look at and see how things are done. Definitely a lot of money to be made from the people making the tokens. Big winners, however way things go. And then a lot of people trading these meme coins seems to be a great way to lose money. And then the most likely way, in my opinion, to go from a few hundred euros to a sauna is to stick to more established crypto, like for example Solana or the Bitcoin. That seems to be the safest way in a very unsafe asset to get anywhere. Alright, that's been it for this video, and as always, I hope you guys make a ton of money, whatever investments you decide to make. Take care now, bye bye.